Hi everybody, welcome back to Cotto Verde. My name's Annette and today is another in my series of videos about the different types of dahlias that you can have. So I've already done, which I'll link below in the description, so just take a look there, but I've already done a video about the ball or pom-pom dahlias, and I've also done another video about the single and collarette dahlias, and today's video is about the decorative and water lily dahlias. And what I'm going to do is show you how they look in the bed, and then I'm going to lay each one out on a table with its name so that you can see how one compares to the other. And I think this is a really fun thing to do and something that's really helpful for choosing your dahlias next season, because you can see how each flower differs from the other. So one thing about dahlias that you may not know is that as the season progresses, dahlias change colour a bit. So not only do more mature flowers differ from those that are just opening in bud in that they'll be darker or lighter shades, but as the season progresses, dahlias tend to get, just a shade or two darker, so they will change colour. So because I'm filming at the very beginning of October, it's later in the season, and maybe if you saw these flowers in June or July probably, they would be lighter shades. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get on with showing you what these decorative and water lily dahlias look like, and then do subscribe to my channel or look at the links below to see my other dahlia videos. These are all my decorative and water lily dahlias, all laid out in sort of colour order, I suppose, and I'm going to go through them one by one and describe to you anything that I like or dislike about them. So we'll start at this end with the deepest, darkest red that I have, which is Karma Choc. And this is a gorgeously shaped dahlia. I really like it, and it's actually a bit darker than it looks on the screen. And then this one behind is almost the same colour, but it's a lot more spiky, and it's called Black Touch. And that one is pretty much the same colour as Karma Choc, but just a different shape altogether, and I think I prefer Karma Choc. And then next to that we have the most gorgeous velvety red. Again, it's looking much brighter on the screen than it actually is. I'll try and... nope, that didn't work. I thought I'd try and get it to the same colour that it is in real life. Maybe that's more like the real colour. But this one is called La Recoleta. So the three dark reds, my darkest reds, are Karma Choc on the left here, and then Black Touch, the spikier one, and La Recoleta. And in actual fact, this is quite a small Black Touch, they're normally bigger than that. And then next to that we have my new find for this year, which is called Night Silence. This gorgeous dusky pink, and on the underside the petals are purple, and in actual fact, before it opens out completely and is pollinated, the centre of this flower is the dark purple that you can see on the underside of the leaves. And it really is the most gorgeous dusky pink colour. I love it. Then next to that we have another one this year for me, and this is how it's spelt: Melissa Anna Mariiki. I don't know how you pronounce that correctly, maybe someone could let me know. But this is a delightful sort of lilac-y colour, and again the underside of the petals are a much darker shade, and you can just see it when it turns over. I think it's beautiful. This is a pot dahlia, so it's very short. You could put it at the front of your border, but it really doesn't grow very tall. And then next to that, this one at the back here, this is called Pink Perception. Pink Perception. And these flowers are really quite small, but they are the most perfect pink. And the best thing about this dahlia is that the flowers are very upright, so you can look down on them. So a lot of dahlias sort of point this way, but Pink Perception, they all grow upright. And when the season first starts, this particular dahlia starts off paler than this, so towards the end of the season it is a darker pink, which is quite interesting. That's Pink Perception. And then next to that we have one of my favourites from last year called Sasha. This is a little bit rain battered, and in fact is the best flower that I could find at the moment, because it's been flowering for ages, and normally the flowers are much larger than this. But it's absolutely gorgeous, very open, and the bees love it. There's always a bee sleeping on one of these flowers. In fact, I had to move a bee off this one onto a different flower in order to pick it. And then this one here with the sort of speckly colour, this is Hillcrest Jonathan, and it's a lovely purple colour, sort of maybe cherry or raspberry-ish coloured, with these white stripes, which gives it interest. And I wouldn't normally put this in my garden, but actually in a bouquet or an arrangement it really is a gorgeous flower to have. And then here next to that we have Happit Daydream, and this is beautiful. I love this one. So this is more of a raspberry colour with the yellow on the inner area of the petals, and it really stands out in the flower bed. It's gorgeous. Next to that here we have American Dawn, this one, and I don't know whether they're supposed to be like this or whether this is a fascination and a bug got to it, but I'm not sure whether that's, I mean, all my flowers look the same, so perhaps American Dawn looks like this, or I've just got a dodgy tuber, I don't know. But it's actually lighter than it looks here on the screen. Let me try and lighten it for you a bit, because in real life it's a little bit more tangerine coloured, maybe more like that. And then next to that we have this gorgeous one here called Pam Howden. I don't know who Pam Howden was, but Pam Howden has created this gorgeous I think it's a water lily dahlia because the shape of the petals, but it's really, really bright in the middle. Very, very pretty. That's Pam Howden. Then we have Happy Butterfly here at the back. Again, this isn't something that I'd normally put in my flower beds, but in a bouquet or an arrangement, this really picks up all the different colours because it's got so much variation. It's basically yellow with, you know, stripes of purple and a purple centre. It's a little bit rain damaged. It obviously wouldn't normally have all these brown bits, but we had some torrential rain, so things got a bit damaged. This is probably my least favourite dahlia on the whole table, and it's called Westerton Southside. If you like yellow, this is perfect. It's sort of a luminous yellow. It's not really showing up here, but it's really bright, and I think that's why I don't like it. I don't have a thing against yellow flowers, but it's super luminous in real life, and it kind of jars with everything else in my garden. So I'm probably not going to grow that next year. But those of you who like yellow, it's gorgeous and it's flowering profusely. This one here is called Maya, and this is a really pale yellow with sort of pinky tips to it and a pink centre, and it's very pretty. It's not as tall as other dahlias. Just going to wait for that plane to go over. So yeah, it's not as tall as the other dahlias. This one's a little bit short, but it's very pretty, and I would definitely have more in my flower bed. And then this creamy one at the back here is called Diana's Memory. And Diana's Memory is a lovely creamy colour with, I don't know if you can see them, they're sort of greeny, pinky stripes on it. Very, very faint. It's predominantly a lovely cream colour, and again that's another short one, so you could put it in a pot or at the front of a border. This ostentatious thing here is called Happit Champagne. Very spiky, not something I'd normally go for, but the colour is absolutely wonderful, and it's producing these beautiful, you know, large blooms. This is quite a large bloom compared to the others, and I really do like, it's sort of a soft pink with a pale yellow centre. And then this one behind is a very popular, super popular dahlia called Pink Runner. It's a gorgeous colour. Not the tallest in my bed, but definitely good enough for the middle of a border, and it produces so many blooms. Just look at that colour, it goes with everything. I really love it. And then I'm sure I keep saying they're all my favourites, but this one is definitely one of my favourites. This is called Hillcrest Kismet, and I need to get up really close so that you can see the variation on the petals. It's absolutely gorgeous, a wonderful rich colour, really big bloom. I mean, look at that bloom compared to the other ones next to it, and it's really chunky and deep. It's a fat flower. And then this one here is called Great Silence. Again, I think this is a very popular dahlia, and I love it too. I don't love it because everyone else does. I love it because it's just another one that's pink with yellow in the centre, and it produces really nice shaped blooms. I love the arrangement of the petals in this one, and they're nice and large, and so you can make a really good arrangement with those, or they just catch your eye in the garden because it's quite tall. And then this one is new to me this year. This is called Kilburn Glow, and I really wish the sun was shining, because when the sun shines on this particular flower, the yellow in the centre here, let me try and focus that, the yellow in the centre just glows. I'm not surprised it's called Kilburn Glow, and this is like a really, it looks red but it's not, it's much more pinky raspberry coloured than that. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we've got Kilburn Glow, Great Silence, Hillcrest Kismet, Pink Runner at the back there, Happit Champagne. This is Diana's Memory. It's not in full flower, so don't discount it. Obviously the blooms open more than that. And then we have Maya, Westerton South Side. This one's called Happy Butterfly. This one here, absolutely gorgeous, Pam Howden. This is American Dawn. And then next to that, this pink and yellow one is called Happy Daydream. Then we have Hillcrest Jonathan, this pink one with white. Sasha normally has very large blooms, the bumblebees love it. And then we have Pink Perception, which is very upright. Next to that we have Night Silence. Oh no, we don't, sorry. This is Melissa Ann Mariiki. Then we have Night Silence here, this dusky coloured one. And then La Recoleta, a lighter shade of red than Black Touch at the back, and Karma Chalk, the deepest, most beautiful, perfect red colour. Well, that's it for today. I really hope you've enjoyed looking at the decorative and water lily dahlias. And as I said before, if you'd like to see other videos about dahlias and the different varieties, then do take a look in the description below where I've put the links to the other ones. Or you could just look at my dahlia playlist on my channel. And do subscribe if you want to see future videos about dahlias or anything in my garden, because I will be posting loads more videos and I'd love to show you all what it's looking like. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Or they may get darker stripes on them. So what I'm trying to say is So what I'm trying to say is that anyway, I need to stop saying anyway. And the other video was about pom-pom dahlias.